Hi, and welcome back to Public Speaking. My name is Fran, and this is chapter number 5. We just got back from school, and I will be talking about the beginning and the ending of your presentation of public speech. Why is it so important? You know what first impression means. When we meet somebody, we immediately, in first couple of seconds, get a picture of that person according to the stereotypes and the beliefs we have inside. And we now speak about 3 boxes or 3 drawers. The first one is yes, the second one is no, and then the third one will be there's something okay with this person, but there's something that bothers me. It's the same with your presentation. You want to start the strongest possible way there is. The golden rule is never introduce yourself. Because if you talk about yourself, then that's advertising. If somebody else says something about you, that might be true. In addition, I don't think if you're not really experienced, that you can find that middle ground. Either you will sell yourself short or you will burst your ego, and I don't think that the audience will actually like it. So how do we begin our public presentation? Well, the first thing is you come in front of the audience, you stand, and then you wait. You wait for everybody to settle down, and you wait to show them who is the boss of your presentation. And that's always you. You're the only boss there. There are 5 ways how we can start a presentation. Well, actually, there are many, at least 20, but when you distill it, you only come to 5 ways. The first one will be to greet the audience, and then say thank you to the organizer, and then maybe give an audience a compliment because they're there and they devoted their time and energy to listen to you. This is hygiene factor. It will do you no harm, but it will not provide any practical value. Well, the reason why we do it is so we get over that initial anxiousness that we have, that stage fright, so we can get our engines running. The second way you can start is to make a comment. To give a comment. It can be a quote, or you can say, research have shown that 90% of the people do not prepare their beginnings and the endings of their presentation. The third one would be to make some sort of a reference. And you can make a lot of reference. This is my particular way to start. Before my presentation or seminars or lectures, I always speak to the people outside, and I ask them about the challenges they have about a particular topic and the problems. And immediately when I started, I said, just outside, we spoke about this particular challenge that you, as a group of people who are sitting here, have. And people then can actually feel connection between me and them because I'm talking about something relevant. You can also make a reference to your personal experience or some common experience or some events that has happened just recently or in the past. The fourth way would be to tell a story. And we people, we love stories. That's the way how we have communicated for tens of thousands of years. We have always communicated in stories. And all the big things in our life, like freedom and values, told in stories and in fairy tales. The fifth way would be actually to ask a question. You ask your audience a question to get you involved. But word of warning, you never ask a question for which you don't know what the answer you will get. Because you have to know the answer. Because now we speak about the different cultures. Probably in the United States you would have a lot of people who would gladly give you the answer. But in some other cultures, people are more reserved. So they will be quiet and sitting down, and you will actually be losing momentum in your beginning. Whatever beginning you want to use, there's one thing you should never do. Don't come in front of the audience and tell them, well, I'm not a good public speaker, or I haven't prepared a lot. Because that's insanity. If you are not a good speaker, or if you haven't prepared, well, your audience may notice that or may not. But your audience has a positive expectations because they want to be entertained, they want to be educated. So don't ruin this for them. There's always a question, should you start with the humor? And I'm always telling, please don't. Unless you are so experienced public speaker. The humor is a bad way to start because you're still feeling kind of anxious and you're still feeling tensed. And this is the state in which you don't want to crack a joke because I don't think it will go any well. How can you end? Well, the ending is as important as the beginning. So first, of course, you will summarize what you were talking about. And then you want to raise the audience energy level. You want to tell them what they should do. You want to call them to the action. Or you just want to, maybe this is a good time, if you were a good presenter, to actually crack a joke. And when you're done, you just stand still. Inexperienced public speakers, they run away because they are overwhelmed with their fear of failure. So they run away. No, you don't do that. You stand there and you wait for ovation, you wait for applause. And now, of course, we talk about the different cultures. In some cultures, people all reserved will not give you a clap. So there's one trick you can do. If they don't want applause to you, you can ask them to applause to themselves. This will do two things. Well, first, your ego will get some food and you will feel better. But the second reason is you will actually create a positive connection between their feelings, between their positive feelings and you as a presenter. Thank you.